Hello and welcome to this review for Transformers Legacy United Beast Wars Universe Silverbolt. So yes, always quite a mouthful with these universes, and that was the third Legacy line. Just to get this out of the way. The box will say that yes, there is a Japanese language sticker on it. That's because I pre-ordered it from Japan. It was the first pre-order up, and I honestly have kind of given up hope of finding these toys at retail, at least in a timely manner. So I got it from Japan with my other pre-orders, and it came in exactly when when it should be in stores, which is about April 1st. So here's Silverbolt. I'm very happy, very excited to get him because I'm a huge Beast Wars fan, and Silverbolt's one of my favorites. As a matter of fact, I have the original toy right here, and we can see how it's a huge difference, right? Like just the sculpt is more accurate, but just like easy stuff like with the fact the wing placement. While yes, there was a fun gimmick with these wings here, where it would fire when you would press a button. What happens is that it ends up being static here, so he doesn't actually end up looking like in the show. He looks kind of like this, and like the only way to articulate would be like this, which doesn't look great either. So you were stuck with this. So not great. As a comparison, here you can have his wings down. You can have it. I'll get this. One moment. All right. Here he can have his wings more up, like in the show, right? And you can have them down as well. In any case, they are more accurate. Also, you got the face sculpt. Face sculpt back then, it was fine. It was cute, but not only did it not articulate much the head, but it was a not very pronounced snout. Now compare it to this, and you have one hell of a great, and you have one hell of a head sculpt. Make him stand. It's tough with these two together. There you go. Really nice head sculpt. All right, the nose is painted in. Everything's nice. And it's not a ball joint. Look, it provides more movement than the original, of course, but it's you don't really take much advantage of the ball joint. This is how high he looks, and you can look. Actually, you can look down quite a bit if you do this, but that's not the main purpose of that transformation joint. I'll get him out of the way. Oh no, you know what? One thing I want to show you. Another thing that's better is, like, for example, here with the gimmick, you do have the feather coming out, and you can use it for for him to use in his hands as a weapon, but it's not painted to go along with the rest of his wing. Here, on the other hand, it is. So that's a really nice new touch. And yeah, you can do the classic pose. I like to have it a bit more like this. There you go. So here he is. And yeah, you can extend the wings as you wish to be a bit more extended like this. That's how it is. That's how it would be in beast mode. But I do prefer it a bit like that. And yes, this can fall off, not a problem. Just put it back in, no issue. I do prefer it like this. It makes it more of a difference between the beast mode and robot mode. I'm going to take these off, and I'm going to place them later when we go into the beast mode. Articulation is standard. The big difference that he has over the original would be, aside from, like I said, the ball joint on the head, he does have wrist swivel, and he has ankle tilt. Everything else is rather standard. He does have a double elbow joint, but that's more due to the transformation. Now, in terms of size, I think he's a respectable Voyager size compared to like the standard Voyager, that we've had since the beginning. So he's maybe half a head shorter than Optimus Prime. Now when it comes to a Beast Wars Voyager we've had in Kingdom, here he is next to Tigatron, around the same size. I have no issues. He's a bit more bulky too, especially due to the wings. And I think it's fine. I have no issues with the price that I paid, aside from that fact that it's always too expensive. But no issues with basically paying Voyager class price for this Voyager figure. That's not a problem. I gotta say the deco is great. I really love the accents of the gold all over the place. Very nice, no smudging, nothing out. It looks like very well contained. You even have the gold continuing onto the legs and the toes, even on the side, which is like the original toy. And I really like the effect that you have of having the black to the bronze to the nicely picked silver plastic that we have. I also like the sculpting. So we do have a mix of fur for the wolf part, and for the bird part, we do have like the kind of the duvet type wings, which you have here and also here, right? And also the larger quills. So that's all very well done. And yes, you do even have some silver highlights here, which I always find fun because you've got the kind of like the that panel lining effect. That's very well done. So all in all, excellent robot mode. No issues here. Let's see. Oh yeah, one great thing to compare it to it would be Black Arachnia, also from Kingdom. So here she is. Didn't get all the legs that are in the box. I had to find them. In any case, here she is. And the size fits very, very well. And he can carry her in his arms. I'm going to do something very haphazard. So here she is. You can hold on to her this way, or with both arms, right? Like a nice little My Hero pose. Yeah. Point is, it fits. You can you can figure it out on your own. But yeah, she does go into his arms if you want. And yes, you can take a bow. Black Arachnia. Good. Now off you go. Have fun. Go with Cheetor. Okay. Now with the transformation for our good friend Silverbolt. Oh yeah, before it, let's just do a little 360. You'll see around. That's how he is from the back. And here he is. Transformation is fun because it's very different from the original. The whole point of the Silverbolt thing is that the legs become the forelimbs of the beast mode, while the arms become the back limbs. And the idea was like a bunch of accordion kind of joints to like bring them all together. In this case, they end up staying in their respective spots. But what changes is this: the back. The back ends up being, and I'll do it here. Take the head off, you remove it, and you have the back actually ends up rotating, 180. Now, speaking of which, as I'm doing it, there's just some odd stuff I wanted to point out that doesn't impact this negatively. I just don't really get it. So we've got some very prominent pins here. We got 3, 1, 2, and 3. And I know that this one serves, if you unhook, can unhook like so. There's no purpose of this in the transformation. I'm going to put it back because that doesn't help. It's not a transformation step. But I don't know. I don't know why it's there. I'm assuming maybe it's just to optimize the construction process as you're making it, right? I'm assuming the building process of it all. That's all I can think of. Because when they do design it, they don't just design for the us transforming it, but also when it's actually being built in a factory. That's the only thing, or assembled. That's the better word, to be assembled. I don't know if that's what it is. In any case, so as you saw, first thing I did is I tilted, I put the head forward, like I can remove the bee's head, turn it around, and now you can actually put the head back. There it goes. Now this here, what we're going to do is we unhook both, and what we're going to do is you also have to unhook the shoulder socket itself. So you end up basically doing it twice. Okay, so you end up having this kind of formation. Unhook the shoulder socket like this, and you'll see that it's kind of like a jigsaw puzzle, right? Those fit together. Now when it comes to this, like I said, you use that double elbow joint so you could fit the arm inside. There is a little hook here, but it's not like it hooks into the small peg hole in the arm automatically. There's something that you have to do. And now we've got this part done. I'm going to extend the leg out a bit by 1 notch. And that would be the end part. Now you see we're almost done already. This here, you just flip it down. Mine does not stay in. It always comes out. It's too bad, but anyways, that's how it works. Now for the arms, you will just rotate them like so. Sorry about that. You bring the talons down like so, and we're gonna bring this back like this. Now you'll see that even though you can do whatever you want to do with the front limbs, there is a peg and a peg hole where you can secure it inside like that. It actually gives you the exact pose for the character. You do have these two holes here. That's where these two pegs will go inside. You can plug them in. And same thing for the head. There is these two pegs, two holes, and they go in like so. I like to open them out too a bit. Now the last thing to do would be to extend the wings like I told you. And I will bring back these. So 1 and 2. And that's your beast mode. I'm going to bring the camera down a little bit. Here you go. That's it. Now the fact that it's painted dark in the front is very reminiscent of the original toy. I would have preferred if it was more of a contrast so you could see that the nose is black while this is maybe just a lighter dark wash, but you know, it's fine. And I do like how it adds the black eyes to the texture. So you do have, I think it's a really cool effect. You have here the wolf fur slowly transitioning into the more duvet, the wing components, right? The feathers. That's really beautifully done. So this is him. I'm going to show you all around. And yeah, you do have the visible hands, which was typical of the original toy. I'm not sure if you ever see that in the show like this or not. And yes, you can do like that. And you can have them more like this, even though I've never really seen that. To me, it's more like that. Right. So yeah, I recommend this toy. If you can find it on sale, even better. But I paid full price, even imported from Japan, and I think it's worth it. I'm very happy to have it in my collection, and I think it's better than the original in terms of scale, looks, especially the head sculpt. But the original still has a special place in my heart, and I do really like its gimmick. So that's my review. I wish you all an excellent day.